I'm back. Well, listen, I think rule number one in any type of sales is you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in the things that you're saying and stand by them. And I was talked out of very important points that I was making actually in my last video, and I know a lot of time has passed. But before I got back on, I wanted to be sure of what I was saying because I took a lot of heat for talking about how, salespeople needed to be more in control of the data, how that salespeople needed to understand that they were being middled out by the corporation and ultimately at their store. I had people that were at my level and above me in the car business who came down on me, who had seen this video, calling me on my cell phone, talking about how, I wasn't doing a justice to the people that had worked for me and that I care about. I was cracking them and that I needed to stop. I took this into consideration and wanted to get all the information before I proceeded one way or the other. So, as it turns out, in a very short time I was proven right. So, as many of you know, the Hyundai Corporation has gone ahead and moved forward with a partnership with Amazon as of January 1st, and they're going to start selling their vehicles online through Amazon. Now, I know what I was told by other people, well, you've forgotten about the dealer agreements, you've forgotten about, state laws, you've forgotten about it didn't work with eBay. For one, let me tell you what, eBay was, 10, 15 years ago, and a much lesser format. That's number one. Number two is the OEM, whichever OEM they are very powerful organizations, and they are very well educated in the laws and statutes where they operate. So to circumvent some previous agreements wouldn't be very difficult for them to do, or to alter them. So ultimately, I was right because who it affects the most is you as the salesperson, you as the finance manager. So, let me give you a brief here just from Automotive Dive. Hyundai will sell its vehicles on Amazon in the US in 2024. The company's announced that already, okay? Customers will be able to search on Amazon for Hyundai vehicles in their area by model, trim, color, or features. Once a customer selects a car, they can check out online with their chosen payment method or select finance options. They're going to go through the booth right through Amazon, guys, okay? After purchase, customers can pick up their vehicle at a local Hyundai dealer or get it delivered. Sounds a lot like a courtesy delivery to me. Do you think these are going to be high-grossing deals? And if they were high-grossing deals, do you think they're going to pass that down to the salesperson at whatever your current percentage is? I'm going to bet they're not. Okay, so let's move forward a little bit with a little bit more information. Okay, the launch of online vehicle sales through Amazon builds on the 2018 launch of Hyundai's digital showroom on Amazon, which allows customers to configure a vehicle and calculate the price online before heading to a local Hyundai dealer to complete the sale. Hyundai also announced it will integrate Amazon's Alexa digital assistant in its next generation vehicles in 2025. Drivers will be able to ask Alexa to play music, set reminders, update to-do lists, check calendars, and control their smart home from their Hyundai vehicle with using Alexa routines. Partnering with one of the world's most customer-centric organizations. Heard customer-centric before, guys? Sounds like that's everything that they've been preaching for the last 3 years, okay? Unlocks incredible opportunities as we continue to expand our portfolio, grow our sales network, transition to electrification, and realize the future of smart mobility. Hyundai Motor Corporation President and CEO Jae-Hoon Chang said this in a statement. All right, again, I'm quoting Automotive Dive directly here. The business model of Amazon and Hyundai will also not violate any local dealer franchise laws which prevent manufacturers from selling new vehicles directly to the public in many states. That's because Amazon will provide an additional online marketing and sales channel for Hyundai dealers, which will get credit for the vehicles sold through Amazon. Okay? So the owner group, they're going to get their number. They're going to get their SFE. But again, what are you going to get? A $100 Mini? Maybe, if we're lucky. Let's continue. The online sales partnership comes as car buyers become more frustrated with the traditional vehicle purchase process. According to a 2022 Cox Automotive study, satisfaction with the car buying process has declined in 2022 for the second straight year. The study found that car shoppers were frustrated with high prices, limited availability, and the time spent buying a vehicle. Despite the industry's focus on improving this experience, customers continue to express frustration with the process, Hyundai Motor Company Global President and COO Jose Munoz said during a presentation at the Los Angeles Auto Show just this last week. They see how easy it is to buy all the products on Amazon, and they want that convenience when buying a car. Now, it gives me no pleasure to be right about this, because it affects the people that I care about. It affects me. It affects my family. But I do think that we need to be prepared for the inevitable. And what really scares me is people that I look up to, people that I thought, were forward thinking. They've got their head in the sand. They're just hoping and wishing it away. Well, that's going to fail. It is not going to fail. It's going to come through, and they're going to win, because they're going to cut down on the amount of inventory they're holding. So their market day supply is going to shrink exponentially. So they're not going to be paying flooring charges on these cars. That's a win for the dealer, okay? They're not going to have to pay a percentage of the gross profit because you're not involved in the deal. Finance managers, they're going to have a menu when they buy the car, just like Driveway or some of the other online buying services. So again, the dealers were already trying to move this way as they're denying it being a fact, okay? They're already moving that way. Because again, what I told you, what did I tell you? I told you that the consumer and the OEM already want to pull you apart. Okay? So if they want to pull you apart or middle you out of the deal, it's just a matter of time. So ask yourself and be honest with yourself. If you went into a store, okay, and to buy a car, are you okay with the current processes? If you're the consumer, not as a salesperson. All right? Let's wear a different hat, because I just bought 2 Toyota products, okay? I bought a 2022 4Runner. I bought a 22 RAV4. And I was in Las Vegas at the time, and I went in and I went to their big dealer, and I've got a little bit of savvy, let's say, in this business. It was so busy that I had no interest in sitting there and going through the routine, okay? Not to mention, through this pandemic, we forgot our craft, the art of what we do. Everybody's just been walking out there. You land a customer on a car. You say, this is the price. They say, no, I don't want to pay that. And you point at the price again. And you say, well, that's the price. Take it or leave it. With what, a $5,000, $10,000 addendum, depending on the product? All right? That's not selling cars. So you've got a whole generation of people that have been fat and happy. Okay? They don't remember what it was like 2008. They don't remember what it was like in 2009, or when we started getting our feet back under us in 2010, where you had to pick up the phone, you had to grind, you had to make sure that you were building relationships so that you could sell these cars. Okay? Well, now that's being taken away from you. But there's good news here. There's real good news here. You still have used cars. Okay? They're still going to need us for used cars. They're still going to need those dealers for servicing and repairing the vehicles. So I'm not saying, nor did I ever say, that bulldozers were going to come in and knock over car dealers and they were no longer going to be a viable place of business, because clearly they will be. But they're going to take you out of the equation. Hyundai is putting their entire inventory up there. Every make, model, everything that they have to offer. They're putting all their products up there. So how do we win here? Going back with what I said, you got to be in control of your data. If you're not in control of your data, if you're not keeping your information, if you're not holding a relationship with past clients to make them future clients again, then you're missing the boat, all right? You have to be able to take these names and phone numbers and addresses, all right, and keep those for yourself. And you've got to be doing email blasts, and you've got to be doing SEO and SEM on a personal level. Because if you don't, you're going to have half the business that you have now. And I'll even go this far. Without addendums, without dealers' involvement, without salespeople trying to maximize profits and sales managers trying to maximize profits, they're going to increase the amount of new cars that they're selling this way. Because it's going to be the easiest way to buy a car. So even if they're not delivering them to the driveway, as of yet, because I'm still thinking that I'm right on that, they still are going to courtesy deliver the car, and all they're going to need is somebody that does a walk around and delivers the vehicle. Now think to yourself, what would that person, what's their value to do walk arounds and deliveries? $15 an hour, $20 an hour, $25 an hour. It's a far cry from that, $15,000, $18,000 that go-getters have been getting. So what are we going to do to make a change? Because the change is already happening. Get involved. Do some research. Find out how you can better your game and make it more convenient for your customers, because we are rapidly becoming dinosaurs, all right? And, just like the pandemic, when we had a change in the business, you had two reactions. You had half the groups and half the owners that said, whoa, 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 we're laying everybody off and we're not buying any cars. Haul everything. And then you had other people that I had the privilege to work for that were aggressive, that went out there and said, you know what? We're going to buy more. We're going to buy everything. So now those same dealers, they don't have any type of problems with allocation. They don't have any problems with selling used cars. And their people know how to grind. But the rest of them, they don't, they didn't, and they didn't see it coming. This is as clear as the mirror. It's happening. Be prepared. I'll talk to you again. I appreciate your time.